Oh my god. Alright, what's happening, everybody? My name is Julius, and I'm here once again for a podcast that hopefully you are ignoring. This one is gonna be... I don't even know what to say about this one, man. This is one that we've been talking about for a bit at this point, for a bit over a month at this point. So obviously, if you've been listening diligently, you know, unlike my guest here, Sebastian.
I am doing what the podcasts that implores me to do. Okay.
You are sheeple in person right here. So we've been talking a lot on this podcast and the comic podcast we do about the beef building, and tonight climaxing with Brian and Sebastian, climaxing in all sorts of ways.
With Brian and Sebastian?
Or with Justin.
I
Brian
didn't
and
know
Justin.
I was involved in this drama. Oh,
yeah, you're off to the side, little laughter to the side of it, seeing it. Yeah. Well, before we even get into all that stuff, because the whole idea of this podcast was it was going to be you and me mediating this beef, right?
Right.
You know, figuring this out.
Which you attempted by yourself on the comic podcast and failed miserably.
Did you listen to that?
I listened to the bit you sent me.
You know what?
I don't like comics, so I have never even ventured into that.
I don't know why you would say such a horrible thing.
About comics?
About me. Mediating. I tried my best. I didn't know Brian would call in the way I didn't know Justin would call in to the one I did with Crystal and Miles. But before we get into any of that, Sebastian, here you are once again. 10 weeks after the last one you were on with...
It's been 10 weeks.
It has been 10 weeks,
okay.
officially.
Okay, cool.
And here you are, once again. We're solo out with Brian. No Brian in this one. So
Okay.
how have you been doing? Why are you looking at me like that?
I've been good.
Was that really that confusing?
I've been good.
What's wrong with you?
You know, first few weeks of the semester were hectic.
Uh-huh.
But it's calmed down. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
The Valentine's Day is coming up, and your last name implies that you
great.
do so much for that day.
Asshole.
The Casanova thing and everything,
asshole.
you know. And I know how you are. I've seen you
You've
alongside
seen
women.
me? Oh,
You
my
know,
God.
I've seen
You're
you-
giving off the wrong impression of me.
I'm not. No,
What impression? What?
This is the. Let me tell you the
Uh-huh,
impression.
tell
Okay.
me, tell
So
me.
you have the accent, and I
Okay.
know you try to use that like to your advantage.
I
a lot of the time, when
no,
it comes
I
to
can't
the
even
whole-
say my name right.
Right, exactly. And you're thinking when approaching women
Oh, God.
that they're gonna eat that shit up, the whole accent thing. Okay.
Okay.
No, I see you. I
Uh-huh.
see.
You see- you
I
see
how
it.
this
You see
happens.
it.
I've
Okay.
seen you drink.
Uh-huh.
I've seen you under the influence through other subsidies, and it's all through the lens of the accent. So you think that
Okay.
alcohol and drugs plus accent
Uh-huh.
will, you know, get you the
Yeah.
the sexy time
Oh
with the
yeah.
female.
That's what it's
and
all
and
about.
your last name, Casanova.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just say, "Hello, my name is Casanova."
Wait, hold
that
on.
does
This is how it is. Let me
Yeah,
let me
please,
try- let me
please
do
do
it
my
for you.
accent for me.
Hello there. It is me, Sebastian Casanova. And see, you do that,
I do that
and
all the time.
and you say, and immediately you say, you're saying you're disgusted, but look at you, you are.
You can't look away. You're disgusted, but you can't look away.
You are quivering.
Oh my God.
So how did that? Because I know you told me you weren't sure if you could record the podcast tonight because you were going to ask a girl out.
Yes.
So what happened with that?
So I said,
Hello.
yes, that's exactly how I approached it. And I said, my name is Casanova. Grrr. I did one of those, and then she was so overstimulated that she just passed out right there in the middle of
So
class.
no date because she was
No
still
date because
she was still
Yeah,
unconscious.
she's still recovering in the hospital,
Oh
actually.
my God.
No,
Poor
what
woman.
actually happened is apparently it was her sister's birthday, so
Today?
during this weekend.
Uh-huh.
So she was just gonna hang out with her.
But you asked?
I said, hey, do you want to do something this weekend? And she said, well, it's my sister's birthday, but maybe next weekend. So
Oh, hey, there you go. There you go. Yeah, it's as I suspected.
I don't. Sure.
You
sure.
pulled out the watch, the pocket watch, and started flinging it in front of her eyes. On the count of 3, you will disown your
literally,
sister.
No, you know,
and
it
you will
literally
live
could just
in
be
my
a way of
basement.
saying it, like maybe not like full on, like, you know, it wasn't like a hey, I'm busy this weekend, let's do something next weekend. It was like a maybe, let's do something next weekend. You know, so it's not.
Well, she could have said, you know, let's do something some other time.
Well, right.
But she said maybe next weekend.
Right.
So you're like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber at that point,
Because
you're like
Dumb and Dumber.
you're like,
In
so
fact,
you're saying there's a chance.
I'm both dumb and dumber.
They
So
should-
what I'm trying to say is that maybe there's not a chance. Is what I'm trying to say.
Why is that the automatic thought in your mind? When she
it's
says
not-
maybe
it's
next
not
weekend.
It's not the automatic.
Well, why would you deduce that is the case?
Just things here and there.
Like what?
I'm not comfortable talking about it. But
Did she say like Colombian slurs or something?
yeah, she actually called me a coke sniffer piece of shit.
I like her.
Oh yeah, mistreat me more, baby.
Yes. you just make me want you more. Oh man. So I'm curious when it comes to like this time of year, right? It's obviously the love season in one way or another.
Right.
And you were thinking of asking this girl out. You did. You did pretty much. You did ask her out. And was there that added on pressure of like, hey, I'm near Valentine's Day.
Oh,
maybe
I
she'll
wasn't
get...
actually thinking about that.
Oh,
I
not
only
at all.
realized it today, I think. I was like, oh shit. Isn't Valentine's Day just around the corner?
Yeah.
And then I looked at the calendar and it's Tuesday. So I was like, oh. Huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not really rejection.
It's not rejection.
No.
It also wasn't acceptance ? Is that the word? It's an antonym of rejection. So.
Well, it seemed like it was just a what's the a rain check. That's
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, like what would you have done with this girl?
I honestly
Like today, like because it was going to be during the daytime, right?
It would have been, I guess, because I knew people wanted to like do like I had other friends who wanted to like you
Right,
wanted to
yes.
do something in the nighttime.
Yes.
So I figured if we do something, it'll be during the daytime. I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I just wanted, a chance to hang out and get to know her better.
To do the voice.
You gotta do the fucking voice.
Wait, let me just pitch you a date by being you.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Sure.
Hello there. I would like to take you out to Little Tokyo. Speak Japanese in front of you as we order dim sum and show you my stocks.
Oh my god.
Do you know what rhymes?
Shit, my stocks.
Oh, you're pulling up your stocks now?
I haven't looked at them in so long.
See, that's something you could have talked about with the girl. What's her name?
Yeah, I'm gonna not discuss it.
Scarlett Johansson.
We'll call her Scarlett
It
Johansson.
was Scarlett Johansson you were talking to at your class. And what happened then?
What do you mean? What happened then?
No, I'm.
Oh, you're narrating.
I'm elaborating.
Okay.
Do you fucking mind here?
I'm sorry. Okay.
I was already pissed, like right before you got here because of what just happened over the podcast. I'm trying to cheer myself up with some, lovey-dovey tales. Okay. This could be a novella for all we know. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you talked to Scarlett Johansson.
I talked to Scarlett Johansson.
Right. You used the whole Colombian charm and everything. She asked you your last name. You said, "It is Casanova." Do you know what that means?
I even pulled out a little bag of white powder just to like let her know that it's my Colombian authenticity certificate.
Because there's no paperwork because it's just filing over there is a bit of a nightmare.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. It's all jungles and war zones.
Right.
Right.
And you've vouched for that That's the case.
I'm
It's
saying
it's only jungles and war zones.
Yes.
There's no civility in Colombia at all,
there
right?
is. In fact, I had to learn that word when I got here.
What?
Civility.
Did you have shoes in Colombia? Did you have shoes? Did you have like were there ties?
No, we had no
businessmen?
shoes. No toilet paper either. In case that was also in your mind.
Only leaves.
Only leaves,
Right.
and everyone washed at the local river.
Well, I've heard that the CO2 levels there are so low that because everyone swings on jungle vines to get where they go, right? Is that right?
Yeah. And we all wear a little clothes. They're just like what Tarzan wears.
Oh, the Lions
The
Club?
lion's clothes, yeah.
The George of the Jungle was actually based off a character from
Colombia, yeah.
Right.
It wasn't. A lot of people think it was based off Tarzan,
Right.
but what little did they
Wait,
know
how
that
did you pronounce that?
Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Tarzan. Say it, motherfucker. Say it.
I mean, no, I'm not judging. I've
No,
just
no,
never
no,
heard
I
it
wanna hear
pronounced
it. I wanna hear it.
Tarzan.
Well, Tarzan.
What-
How do you
fucking-
say it? How do you say it?
I say it like Joe American way of saying it. Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
You're laughing.
I am because you said it. Like, this is
Tarzan.
what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
That accent,
Okay.
you did that on purpose. You tried to be as charming and charismatic as possible.
Yes, I'm actually
If you-
gonna ask you out on a date in just 5 minutes from now.
Here, man. Listen, I'll count it down. I'll keep an eye on the time, and if you hadn't done it by 7:19 p.m., you're fucked. Pretty much, okay?
Okay.
Despite what we're talking about at that point.
Uh-huh.
But if you had gone up to the Scarlett Johansson at your school
Mhm.
and asked her out and said the word
Mhm.
Tarzan in
Mhm.
the way that you say it, she would have stopped everything right then and there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Say it again?
The way I said it before.
Yeah.
Tarzan.
Tarzan. There you go.
Okay.
See, it sounds like, it sounds exotic.
Sure.
Have you ever been called exotic?
No, and I'm so glad I haven't. You're actually the most racist comments I've gotten from people have been from you.
Come on, you know that's not
in
true.
that regard, I am quite thankful, I suppose.
Well, what would
that
you?
it's a friend.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm just trying to learn. I'm not trying to judge. I'm just trying to learn.
Yeah,
You
sure.
understand?
Okay.
You'll listen back to this podcast and definitely think at first, wow,
I will ignore this podcast. I will continue to ignore it.
that asshole is trying to learn so hard. It's sad. But what
Mm-hmm.
would you consider exotic?
Define exotic. Like,
Well, no,
like,
that's what
are
I'm
we talking
asking
about
you.
like people who's like
Yeah,
exotic
like cultures, peoples, right? Because I've heard that, you know, like for example, did you watch The Office?
People? Yeah.
You remember when Michael ignorantly called Karen exotic
Yeah.
because of just how she was a little darker skinned than what he was used to.
Mm-hmm.
What would
Kelly, you mean? Karen?
Karen. There was a character Karen. You remember Jim's girlfriend?
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah.
yes. She's in Parks and Rec.
Yes.
She's amazing.
Rashida Jones is
Yes.
her name. Rashida
yes,
Jones.
Yes. I don't know that I would consider anyone to be exotic. Because I mean, exotic is just sounds like you're fetishizing it to some extent.
hmm
Um,
Well, do you ever try to self-fetishize?
me?
Take your culture and
No.
try... Well, I know
I mean,
you
what
do
am I
this.
gonna fetishize?
Your
Like,
your accent? You try to use that as a
I don't even
weapon
know how to do
against-
my own accent. I don't.
I-
I don't. I don't even.
I know you try to apply your culture to get some play up with the girls and the chicken
That
birds
is-
and everything.
That is.
I've seen
Those
it.
are fake news.
I've seen it, Sebastian.
You are.
I've seen it.
You revel in lies, my friend.
I don't know.
You
No,
revel
I
in
do not.
lies.
I've seen this, Sebastian. I've seen you at the club. I've seen you at the school. I've seen you in
At the club.
yeah. I've seen you at clubs. I've seen you at the schools and everything. I've seen you, and I've seen how you approach women, how you interact with women, and you really try to live up to that Casanova name. And I'm not judging you. It's just I don't know what this look of bewilderment is.
I
on your
am. I'm
face.
just perplexed because I usually never approach women.
That's
Like
that's
in fact,
incredibly untrue.
I almost never approach people I don't know. I'm horribly awkward. I'm super awkward.
You are lying.
Brian invited me to an UCLA party, and I said, sorry, home. Like I was near UCLA. And I said, yo, what you doing tonight? We should hang out. And he was like, oh, I'm going to this party. You should come. And
wait, hold on. Excuse me. I'm going to this party, and you should come.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That really brings back all the feelings I felt in that moment.
Thank you.
And the second he said party, you should come. I felt like I started like feeling anxious, like, oh my God, there's gonna be people. Oh my God, I don't want to. And then I ended up not going. So
this is untrue.
When you say that you see me,
this is untrue. I've seen it.
When you say you see me at clubs and school, over anything, like I don't know, I really have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, you have a very selective memory, my friend. You have incredibly selective memory.
I won't dispute it, and I won't. I won't also concede it.
I will dismiss.
I will listen. I will listen to what you have to say.
Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate that because this is fact right here. So we went to.
But is it WAP?
Yeah.
Is it wet ass?
That's what you aim for.
That is what. Oh yes, always.
So all right, okay. So you just did yourself in.
I'm playing the joke. I'm playing the joke.
Oh yeah. You literally.
Show me.
You just
name the times.
You just
name the times.
Admitted
name
it.
the times.
Anyway. So what? Okay. There's so many to name.
Uh-huh.
The first one that comes to mind
Uh-huh.
is when we went to Miles with the Wise Christmas party.
You mean Friendsgiving?
No, I think it. Oh well, yeah, that's true. Okay, it was a Friendsgiving. We went to that, and I saw you with all the girls and everything, and you were,
Julius, you're making up shit.
I'm not making shit up.
You're making up shit.
I wasn't that drunk that night. Okay, I saw this.
I didn't have any alcohol and drugs in me that night. Any whatsoever.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I did.
Well, I'm saying that like. I would also remember this very well. And
clearly not.
As such, I can tell you, the only people I spoke to was the guy who went to, well, Miles, of course.
Well, yes.
The guy who goes to, that's into soil sciences. He goes to Humboldt. Okay.
Yes.
I spoke to him.
Right.
And then we sat around the fire.
Yes.
And we spoke to Dane, who is actually in my chemistry class this semester.
So if you bring Dane in, we'll have Dane in as a special guest.
Yeah, let's do it.
And he will vouch.
Let's fucking do it.
He will vouch. Dane was a nice guy. Dane doesn't seem like a liar.
Do you even remember what he looks like?
Yeah, I remember what he looks like. He looked like the old school homeboy on the Andy Griffith show, bro. Like he looked classic Americana.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. He was that America that Republicans argue existed. That's what he was. No, yeah. So Dane will completely corroborate with what I said. You were speaking Spanish to the ladies and everything. Yeah, you were. Yeah.
I didn't say a word in Spanish.
Submit. There you go.
I didn't say a word in fact, that night
you're wrong. I'm sorry.
That night I was so quiet, dude. I was so quiet.
Bullshit.
I was so quiet.
I saw you trying to get your groove up on during your birthday party when we went karaokeing. You were
with whom?
I'm not naming names.
With
but
whom?
You know damn well who I'm talking about. You know damn well who I am talking about because he did the same shit at the Goldfish. All right. So
what? What?
Mommy, what is this sheepish look on you?
I'm confused. I'm trying to think at what you're, because I know you believe this shit deep down in your mind.
No, I don't.
I know
this.
you know it's a lie, but deep down, deep within you want to believe it's real, and so you're saying it's
I don't want
fact.
to believe in anything. Okay, I'm agnostic. I don't know shit except that you try to play this card up, this accent thing up. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Right. Can't believe it took me 20 minutes and you still haven't asked me out on a date yet.
Because this is preposterous.
Just to disprove my theory.
Yes.
That you come on. Yeah.
Yes, in fact, let me try my.
What the hell is that?
This is my American accent.
Oh no! I didn't.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Wait, do it again. Your American accent.
Well, if I want to do my American accent, I try to bring back the nasalness.
Yeah.
And also tone variation. When I speak Spanish, because I'm Colombian, tone goes up and down. But in America, not only is the mouth a lot more relaxed, but also the pitch goes down at the end of the sentence.
Right.
So that's what I tried to do, but it ends up in total failure.
Oh, are you doing it right now?
I was trying,
Oh,
which you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell.
Well,
because
it's very subtle in terms of like what you have to do, but it
Oh.
leaves such an incredible effect when it's done right. You know what I mean?
how do you? But you couldn't tell it was done right because you didn't know I was trying to do it.
No, I wasn't talking about you.
Yes. You know, one time I tried a British accent.
During
back-
D&D.
No. This was back in 10th grade, so when I was like 16.
Oh my lord.
I tried to do a British accent. That's before I actually learned how to do accents in high school, or dialects, I should say. And people said I sounded more American, so
Really?
there's always that.
When you do a British accent?
That one time I tried a British accent.
What do you think of my Colombian accent?
Well, no.
You don't think of it.
I don't think of it because it's not a Colombian accent.
Yes. Scarlett Johansson. Abigail Shapiro. Okay, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It was Abigail Shapiro you asked out.
It really was Abigail Shapiro.
Right.
I want to turn her into a dirty leftist.
You're going to turn her into a dirty leftist with your right hand.
With my right hand?
Yeah.
I don't follow.
Just think about it.
Oh, God, you're disgusting.
Well, actually, let's see.
Hypothetically speaking.
Let's say hypothetically, I was in your situation of turning my sister, Abigail Shapiro, left with my right hand. Well, at least it was a right hand. It was not the left. It was not the soy boy left hand. It was the right hand. You know they're beefing him and Steven Crowder.
Oh,
Apparently.
dude, I'm enjoying every little bit of it.
you're like
Did
a
you see Candace
mastermind.
Owens? Did you hear
Oh,
Candace
no.
Owens called him a bitch?
No, I didn't hear
She
that.
called him a bitch, dude. It
Oh
was so
my God.
glorious.
That's ridiculous.
Oh,
Wait,
my
why?
God. Because he called out the he
Louder
called
with
out,
Crowder.
Crowder called out.
Louder with Crowder. Steven Crowder. Called
Steven
out.
Crowder called out the Daily Wire.
Well, right.
He didn't name them, but it was pretty obvious that it was Daily Wire because who else would hire such a fucking piece of shit?
Right.
And so, do you know about the contract?
No.
So the reason Crowder was upset is because he wanted more money.
Mm-hmm.
And the contract that they gave him had less money and also had some clauses like if you get deplatformed or demonetized, really, because you do something to break, like, for example, YouTube's rules of conduct, you're going to take a pay cut. Oh. And he was basically super pissed about that. And he made it seem like... well, first of all, he admitted that it was a forceful contract. What's the word? Basically, what they argue that doesn't exist because you can't enter a contract by being forced because like the whole point of a contract is that you sign up to it.
Yeah.
So their whole shtick is you can't enter a forceful, like a coercive contract.
I see.
But he ended up saying
legally
that
speaking, he's arguing from because that happens.
Well, no,
but
he's
it's
just
not
saying
legal.
he's just saying that it was a coercive contract,
right?
And so he said, it's not a good thing for the right wing media to do, and so everyone kind of pieced together that he was talking about the Daily Wire, which is Ben Shapiro's radio thing where Candace Owens is hosted, and so she had in her own show she was open about it, and she said that if it was about the money, he could have just called back and negotiated instead of being a bitch or like a little bitch and making it public, right?
Oh my God!
And it's just been this back and forth thing, and I'm just enjoying it.
Well, I could imagine you just sitting on a beach with a Mai Tai, looking at your Twitter feed, just laughing the whole time.
That would be paradise.
Does it feel like the empire is crumbling at its feet? The propaganda right-wing empire.
No.
No. It just feels like inner squabbling.
It's just an inner squabbling, but no one gives a shit. Their audience doesn't give a shit. I mean, you would think that religious people would have been mad that Donald Trump shot a bunch of protesters with rubber balls so he could take a photo op with the Bible upside down in a church. You would think that would have upset them, but they still kiss his ass. And, they say fake news, and they say, they don't give a shit, People who don't want to open up, they just won't open up. It's like you can't force a horse to drink water. So the propaganda is very much alive. They're just like squabbling.
You can force a horse to
drink water?
Drink water, yeah.
Oh.
Just dunk their head in the
They'll drown.
No, they'll drink it up.
Okay, sure.
Or as they go to the
I'm
factory.
not sure you know how horse economics works, but
my horse stock is low.
But yeah.
Well, you know what? Speaking of beefs.
Oh, that's a nice segue.
Well, thank you.
So did you plan it?
It took me 27 minutes.
It took you 20
and 20 seconds to come up with that transition.
It was a nice transition.
Thank you very much. And speaking of Republicans as well.
That is also a good transition.
I'm like Neo from the Matrix. Everything's just code, and I see it how it is. You know what I mean? All right. So, Sebastian, we were both brought here to mediate this beef between Brian and Justin here.
Yes.
And actually, your presence here and our conversation about, bullshit, you liking women and the Republicans hating each other, it really has cheered me up, to be quite honest, because this has been bumming me out, and especially with what happened before you came here.
I am completely unaware of the whole situation, other than there's some beef going on.
Right. So I'll tell you a little bit about this beef. I'll inform the audience a little bit. So back in late December, last podcast of last year.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yes, absolutely. I had Brian on, and I asked him about his fighting days growing up, getting into fights as a kid. And we talked about if he pictured fighting with people, his friends.
Oh, I did hear this.
You did hear this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that he mentioned Justin and everything.
Yeah, he said,
have you looked at Sebastian?
It's so funny.
Would you fight if the opportunity arose?
Yeah.
Would you fight Sebastian?
Why would I fight? No.
You wouldn't fight him.
No, I would feel bad for Sebastian.
So you would win.
I would win.
How do you know that?
Oh my god, have you seen Sebastian? I could grab him. No, I think in our friend group, I think I could defeat everyone except for, to be honest, I don't think I could defeat Justin. That's the only person I think Justin can beat me.
I was like, damn, who does this fool think he is, bro? Damn.
I'd feel bad.
Okay, sure. Sure, man, you're big, but guess what? I got more stamina than you.
Oh,
okay.
See, here's the thing.
No. That's just like I was just taken aback by like, okay, sure, that's a weird way to see your friends, but whatever.
So Justin hears this podcast, and I ask him, jokingly,
right?
I ask, hey, what do you think about that? And at first, he was really loving. He said, from what I remember, he said that he doesn't know or think he could beat you in a fight. What the fuck? Now, what do you think about that? Do you think you could take Brian in a fight?
Well, considering the fact that he's not only taller than me, like I'm not gonna lie, like a fight between me and Brian, okay, well, here, in my opinion, like, if it were to be like a fight, like there would have to be like some, there would have to be something that would lead to that fight. Like I don't know, like
an emotional kind of startup, like you guys are pissed about something.
Yeah, pissed at each other or something like that.
Right.
Like, it would have, because like I'm not gonna lie, just on random, I do not have the heart to fight Brian.
You know what I mean? Like, he was like, I don't want to fight Brian. He's a nice guy. And then we get into like the scenarios of him fighting Andrew, him fighting Miles.
So you did? Was this in another podcast?
This was another podcast.
Oh,
yeah. And that was fun. It was good fun, you know, and it was nice. And then what happens is Brian hears that one, and Brian gets upset, and they start messaging each other. And
they started. Oh shit!
Yeah. So they started messaging each other. When we went to the Goldfish a couple weeks ago, they weren't talking to each other. I don't know if you noticed that, but they were not talking to each other.
Well, I know you tried to. You put them outside.
Well, they went outside and they laid their hands on each other.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, I had to go out. I had to, I had to do so. It just wasn't good. They had a little bit of the grass with some strangers, so they calmed down. Which is why, by the end of the night, as you were there, you saw them laughing and everything.
Yeah.
They were, medicated.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way, right?
Damn.
But the messages continue, and Justin gets upset. Brian gets upset. Justin calls into a podcast that I did with Crystal and Miles a couple weeks ago. We were talking about this whole Brian thing.
Oh, the asshole, the dickhead.
What?
Whoa.
Usually, everybody talks shit about each other, but it's joking. Like, are you actually serious with what you were saying?
Oh yes, Crystal, yes. This motherfucker or Hubber or Trevor or whatever the fuck you want to call him is the biggest piece of shit I think I've ever seen on the face of this fucking earth.
Oh shit.
I asked a couple other people, like my friend Daniel, about this, like his perspective, and he talks about how they should just fight each other and get it over with.
I mean, at this point, it's basically a who's got the bigger cock contest.
Yeah, because it's all about who would win in a fight.
Oh my god!
Right?
Are you kidding me?
And they've been, like I said, they've been beefing and everything. They've been messaging each other all sorts of things and asking me like about each other and everything. I'm trying to figure out how to
mediate.
You know what I mean?
To the gloves.
That's what Justin recommended.
Yeah. Why not?
Let's go to get a gym.
Get mouth guards and get wrap up your hands and put some gloves on. And then settle the even discuss it. Be 2 rounds, 2 minutes each round. They'll be tired. I'm telling you, they'll be tired in the first round.
That is so fucking childish. That is so to both of them. What the fuck is wrong with? How old are you? You're fucking grown men, and that's what you're fucking pissed about.
Well, so okay, that's fair. Yesterday's podcast, I think it was yesterday that it came out, where I had a We Tolerate Comic podcast.
Yeah.
And I had Justin on again.
Wait, what happened when with Justin calling into the podcast?
Oh, well, he was angry. He was venting, and Miles, Crystal and I, we were talking about it. We were talking to him. They were giving him advice. They were like, what the fuck is going on here, right? So Justin remains angry. And a couple days ago, I do a comic podcast with Justin, and Brian calls in.
Did he know that Justin was in the podcast?
No.
Did he know? Oh, well, so he just called you.
Brian wanted to call in to the podcast I did with Jessica because he wanted to have his say, but he couldn't.
My God.
He couldn't do it because he had some family stuff going on that night. So he called me randomly one day when I was doing We Tolerate Comics at Justin's place. Brian, listen, man, I care about both you guys. What do we have to do to make this, to resolve this?
Well, Justin has to make an apology to me. I'll make my formal apology. I'll take back whatever I said to him, but he's got to make an apology first. He's got to be the bigger man on this.
Okay. I'll do it right here, right now. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I'm sorry. You're a bitch.
What the fuck? I'm trying to be peaceful. And
I know.
There is no such thing as peace, Brian. Only war. Which one are you gonna choose?
Adolf Hitler rant on that dumbass call. You're like, I can't peace with this abomination.
Well, I mean, Brian, I can't help it. I can't help but view you as an abomination. That's what you are. You are this universe's version of abomination.
And I said, I told him, hey man, listen, let's try to keep it civil. We're going to do this podcast on Friday with both you guys in here with Sebastian. We're going to try to figure it out. But what do you want to say? And then it turned into what it turned into.
What you sent me.
And that's only a snippet. That's only a snippet.
Oh my God.
So here we are. We are now doing this podcast it's called Brian versus Justin.
Mhm.
And as you can see, Sebastian, they're not here. But the thing
Oh, you
is,
could have fooled me.
one of them's that coat rack over there. So here's the thing. They were here earlier.
Oh.
They were here before you.
Why would you do that?
Well, the thing is, I picked up Justin.
Okay.
Justin was going to be here, and then you were going to come, and then Brian was going to come after.
But Brian came early.
Brian came early. They got into it. They got pissed. They laid hands on me,
Oh shit.
and Justin left. Brian left, and now here we are doing
They
this.
punched you?
I'm not gonna really get into it. I have another thing to show you. I have something to show you about this whole thing. But it was a little crazy, man. They came in and they were pretty angry with each other, and I was saying, guys, let's figure this out on air. And it's insane, man. The reason I have my phone out is because I've been messaging, like, where are you guys? And it's insane. You know? It's insane. So, I really don't know how to resolve this.
Well, I for one wouldn't try to make a podcast out of it.
Mhm.
Like, I know it started with a podcast and it has continued with a podcast, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There are certain, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I guess if they're comfortable
Yeah.
with it, if they're comfortable,
They've
with
given their permission for us to talk
sure,
about this and
sure.
everything.
Yeah, that's separate.
But that is something that I've been dealing with in these podcasts, is the whole idea of, like, is this even okay to put out there?
Yeah.
You know, and I really don't know at this point, because it got pretty wild in here. I mean, I was cleaning, it's kind of organized in here and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
but I had to work to make it organized again
shit.
and everything, so, and yeah, I don't know what to do.
I mean, honestly,
I don't know what to even say.
I mean, without seeing what they said in the messages, because that could have
Yeah.
a world of different, reasons to be pissed at each other, right? Maybe one of them, maybe they were like saying, "Oh yeah, you think you could beat me up?" And
Yeah.
then they kept up the I don't know,
What?
the banter, and
Yeah.
then someone took it too far. And
Yeah, I think
so
that's
far
what
as to
happened.
not just say, "Oh, you're just a little piece of shit, a weak piece of shit." Maybe they poked a place that shouldn't have been poked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe they said, "Oh, your mom's fat," and then they said, "How dare you talk about my mom?" No one like, for example, right? So without really knowing what exactly went on,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard. But from what you just tell me, I don't know. I tell them to grow the fuck up. They're both men. Why are they trying to
Yeah.
see who can beat each other?
Well,
I mean, if I say to Brian, I could beat you up, and you wouldn't stand a chance against me. Is he gonna message me on Instagram and say, "Who do you think you are?" Like, what the fuck? Like, no. And
Maybe.
the fact. I honestly, it's kind of. I'm kind of a little. If Brian was the one to initiate the text messaging, I'd be kind of pissed too, because he was the first one to talk shit on the podcast.
Well, he wasn't really.
He wasn't talking
Yeah.
shit, but I mean, well, he kind of did talk shit about me. Like, have you seen him?
Oh well, yeah. But at the same point, you're not trying to.
I'm not trying to
physically best him or anything.
Well, no, because I'm an adult. Okay, I'm not.
I will beat you in the
I'm not
stock game.
flawless. I'm not flawless, but I'm like, okay, sure, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then. Okay, so he made a joke, like he was having his fun, like talking about how strong he is,
Yeah,
about how
and- yeah.
he can fight bears and fight laser sharks.
I remember when he said that.
And then Justin comes along, and he's also having the same type of fun.
Sure, yeah. And there is a theatrical
And there's
part
yeah,
because
sure.
it is a
I mean,
show
the way you
and
describe it,
everything, yeah.
And then for Brian to take that personal,
Yeah.
it's a little bit. It feels like he's the one that started this shit, and so it's a little bit disappointing in that regard. But it's also on Justin
insane.
to say
Yeah.
hey man, whatever. I just don't care, right?
It is. The thing is
So-
about this, I do take a bit of responsibility for it because it came on these podcasts and everything. And you know, there is that temptation in recording these of like, oh, you know, just world star. You know, so be like, oh shit, let's see what they're gonna do again. But honestly, aside from all that, there is the sad part of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't feel very good about, especially with what just happened. I don't want to bring the show down or anything because this is you know, crazy.
I mean, people are gonna ignore it, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's one of the benefits.
That's one of the benefits.
We can say everything.
Hold
on. Abort.
Let me get out of here before we get canceled.
Abort. All right. So before we wrap it up, Sebastian, I told you about what happened when they were here and everything, and so I had the mics up, and I caught a little audio.
Mm-hmm.
And I did export it from what they said.
Oh.
So I'm going to play you a little piece of it, okay?
Okay, but this is paused, right?
No.
Or we're recording?
We're recording.
Was it always recording?
No, I just
hit
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Jules. You here?
What the fuck?
Jules. Oh. It's you.
Brian,
Justin.
what the fuck are you doing here?
I'm here to do a podcast with Julius. What the fuck are you doing here?
A podcast with Julius.
Well, where is he?
Bathroom, bitch.
I swear, you're gonna start the shit now?
Yeah, I am, bitch. I heard the things you said on that podcast earlier about kicking my ass.
And I heard the one where you said you wanted to try.
Perfect. Brian's here. We can get started.
What is he doing here?
Guys, I thought we were handling this on the air.
You didn't say he'd be here.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Brian, calm down. Just take a Justin, what are you doing? Ow!
You knocked him out!
You're next, bitch! Ah, fuck!
Piece of shit!
Fuck you! Fucking fuck you! Fuck you, asshole! Take this foot, bitch! Oh, yeah! The old fall out of the fucking window trick, huh? You can play at that game, bitch!
Shit!
Where are you going, bitch?
I was waiting on you. Ow. Okay, enough! Come here!
What the fuck?
I called you a ride!
Oh! 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 Oh!
Oh my god. Are you okay? Oh, this is going to ruin my Uber rating.
Give me the keys, bitch!
Dude! Wait, where are you going? Hey! Come back with my car! June carjacker!
Where the fuck are you going?
Shut the fuck up! Asshole. Suck my dick. Piece of fucking shit. Motherfucker, huh? You're lucky I fucking punched you. Spared you. Piece of shit. You're not on top of my shit list right now. Where is this piece of shit? What the fuck is that? What the hell is that?
Gotcha.
Oh, is that what you think?
What? How the fuck?
You ready to dance, bitch?
Yeah. Let's boogie.
I'll cut you to pieces, fucker!
You're out to get me, asshole!
I fucking got you! Say goodbye to those contestants, fucker!
What was that, bitch?
Hello.
To what, bitch? To what?
To my little friend.
What the fuck?
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, so I mean, the reach on these mics is pretty incredible. It went through. Yeah, so Brian and Justin are dead.
I wondered on my drive here. I wondered, what are the chances that this has been a long con Julius is playing on me? And I thought,
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not. The chances are not zero. I really
they are
did
zero.
think. I really did think you had, because you're known for your long bits.
What bit?
So
it's not a bit. They're dead. Brian and Justin are dead. They killed each other.
Right, because okay.
That's what they said.
Yes.
That's what they did.
Yes.
You heard it yourself, Sebastian.
Yes.
Why don't you believe it?
Okay.
Why don't you believe it?
Because it were sound effects, you idiot.
That's not sound. That sound that was caught up.
They got together and said, and y'all were having some fun, which I think is great.
I don't know what you're. No, dude.
But like
can I tell you something right
when
now?
you sent me that clip,
you are
when you
a
sent
little
me
bit of
that
a faith, of a man
what?
of little faith.
Oh,
that's what you are.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
you
need more faith that they killed each other. That's what
keeps me
you
alive.
need.
It
It keeps you alive. What, did it keep the? Did it kill them? Is that what you're saying?
When you sent me that clip, and Brian said, I'm just trying to do some peace. And you said, I know, Brian.
Don't speak
I know.
ill of the dead.
I know.
Okay.
And then Justin said,
Whoa, they're back. Whoa, hey. Oh my God, they're here. They're alive. Oh shit.
I really fucking knew it. On my drive here, I was like, this has all been just a long con. And turns out I was fucking right. And now I hate everyone. I have spent so much emotional energy on this fucking podcast because I decided to give him the benefit of my doubt. And this is the thanks I get. Okay, well,
Sherlock Holmes.
Well,
I don't. Yeah, he's saying all this of like, I didn't believe it at all.
No, he's Kang, bro. He is Kang.
I am what?
Kang the Conqueror. Man. You think of
Sebastian.
reality.
Sebastian was so like. Sebastian was so like, I don't believe it, but you'll listen to the podcast. That is not the case.
No. I mean, I was definitely willing to believe it. I was definitely willing to like give the benefit of a doubt. But I was like, on my drive here, I was like, really, what are the chances that Julius has just been making this all one bit? And then when I heard the clip that he sent me of you calling into the show and saying it's peace, and then Justin says there is no peace. I was like, huh, interesting. interesting. And then you show me the video, the clip with the fucking music. The fucking music, and I'm like, okay, that's it.
Happy birthday, Sebastian.
Fuck every single one of you. Fuck every single one of you.
Sebastian is so disappointed in all of us. His face is just.
You know what?
He's just dead.
But yeah.
So how are you mentally dealing with it? Emotionally, how do you feel?
I just feel drained.
Okay?
I feel drained. But I am physically okay.
Well, here's the most important question.
Okay.
Are you okay spiritually?
Have not been for a while.
You guys are?
This does not affect me.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Have
Thank
a good
you.
one.
I
Stay
feel like
safe.
everyone has been playing a long con on me. Every single one
He's
of you.
gonna be like, "Who's a scrawl?"
Honestly, like, I this is literally, this has been the Truman Show, man. Truman Show.
We were gonna turn it to Talos or something.
No, but I thought y'all actually got in a physical altercation.
Okay.
Well, I thought,
technically just now.
I thought I didn't put it beyond them. You know, I thought maybe, because.
So he gave us a 1% chance. He did. Fucking Julius was gonna bring up Sebastian and fucking be like, "Good shit."
Hey, next, I pulled them in and I said, "Hey, you know what would be even funnier if you guys actually turned on Sebastian and just beat himself."
I think I want to go home.
All right, happy 30 weeks. Happy 30 shows.
Continue to enjoy ignoring this podcast.
Sebastian will actually ignore this one.
I
He's like,
will.
"My
I will.
shame."
I will listen to it.
For quite some time.
I listen to it every once in a while. It's I enjoy it, but I enjoy ignoring it far more than I enjoy listening to it.
Fuck this. I am done. Unsubscribed.
You know, Julius, next time you faint in Lake Tahoe, don't expect me to take you seriously.
He will leave you there dying.
You know what?
Just remember, you brought this upon yourself.
You know what? That's fair.